everyone, and welcome on board to English with Mrs. Singh. Do enjoy your stay here. The topic for today is parts of speech. There are 8 parts of speech. These are nouns, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. Today, we will be focusing on nouns. What are nouns? A noun is a word that names a person, place, thing, or an animal. Nouns also name ideas. Examples of nouns include Maria for person, park for place, table for thing, cat for animal, and love for idea. Let's take a look at some sentences with nouns. The girl and the boy read together. Now, in the sentence, girl and boy are nouns, and they are for people. Now, example for place. We drove from school to the library. School and library are examples of places. Or example for thing. I forgot my backpack and my coat. Backpack and coat are examples of things. Now remember, a noun is a name for a person, place, animal, thing, or idea. To find the nouns in a sentence, look at each word and ask yourself if it names a person, place, animal, or thing, or even an idea. Let's take a look at this sentence. The chick has yellow feathers. In this sentence, chick is a noun because it is the name of an animal. Feathers is a noun because it's the name of a thing. However, the other words are not nouns because they do not name things, they do not name people, they do not name places, nor do they name ideas. Now let's look at these sentences. Let us take a look at these sentences. In these sentences, the words that are in bolded letters are nouns: truth, gossips, faith, defeat, and success. These are all nouns that name idea. Please take note of these words as later on you will see what type of nouns they are. Now let's take a look at the different types of nouns. Now the first one that we will be looking at is common nouns. Now common nouns are non-specific or general names given to people, places, things, or ideas. Also animals. Now examples of common nouns are man, city, religion, books, bags, etc. Proper nouns. Proper nouns are specific or special names given to people, places, animal, things, or ideas. Example, Albert Einstein, London, etc. These nouns must begin with capital letters. Now, let's take a look at abstract nouns. Now, these nouns cannot be perceived using your five senses. In other words, you cannot see, smell, taste, hear, or touch them. These nouns include belief, love, pride, happiness, joy, among others. Now, let's fly over to concrete nouns. These are basically the opposite of abstract nouns. They can be perceived using your five senses. So, you can touch, you can hear, you can smell, you can taste these words. Example: apple, lion, eyes, flowers, desk, etc. Now, let's take a walk over to countable nouns. Now, as the word suggests, they can be counted. These nouns include pencils, apples, trains, clocks, bags, and so on. Now, what is the opposite of countable? Uncountable, of course, which brings us to our next noun, uncountable nouns. Now, these nouns, as the term suggests, cannot be counted. For example, milk, music, food, water, snow, rice, flour, cornmeal, and so on. These are nouns that you just cannot separate to count. In other words, you cannot count how much milk you have in a glass. It is just impossible. Now, take 2 steps with me and let's go over to compound nouns. Now, compound nouns are made up of 2 or more smaller words. Example: textbook, snowball, seafood, sunflower. These words are 2 separate words that can stand by themselves, but they come together to make one word. Thus, they are called compound nouns. What noun do you think comes next? You are correct. Collective nouns. Now, when I hear the word collective, I think of grouping. And yes, collective nouns refer to a group of things as one whole. Yes, so when you look at words such as bunch, audience, flock, group, family, we are seeing things, people, or animals that come together to make one whole. For example, a bunch of bananas, the audience in the concert, a flock of geese, a group of friends, a family of girls. Now, nouns can either be singular or plural. And this takes us to our next type of noun, singular nouns. Singular nouns refer to one person, place, thing, or idea. For example, cat, dog, ship, monkey, hero, etc. These words can either be singular or plural depending on if you put a S at the end of the word. Now, let's take a look at some of these words in their plural form, which takes us to our next type of noun, plural nouns. Now, these nouns refer to more than one person, place, thing, or idea. For example, dogs, cats, ships, babies, etc. So, we have looked at 10 different types of nouns. Let's recap. Nouns are names of people, places, animals, things, and ideas. There are 10 types of nouns: proper nouns, common nouns, concrete nouns, abstract nouns, count nouns, non-count nouns, collective nouns, compound nouns, singular nouns, and plural nouns. We have come to the end of today's lesson. Thank you so much for making it English with Mrs. Singh. You may follow me on Instagram at naturally_Terry and on Facebook at Terry Singh.